Social work is a profession. A key part of being a professional is about committing yourself to continuously improving what you do, keeping your knowledge up to date, learning new ways of doing things, reflecting on your own experience as you progress in your career. That means we've got to have a framework to support people, and that's what PiP is. We want to make sure that people who are working as social workers are the right people to do the job, and they've got the right skills and knowledge to do that job. We don't want to move forward without working completely in partnership with the people we're working with, in a spirit of true partnership with the people who use our services. We call that co-production. Well, I think for the past couple of years now, the main vehicle for professionalising social work has been improving and safeguarding social wellbeing, the social work strategy for Northern Ireland. What we found is if you train people in quality improvement methodologies, they can then be the best placed people to look at the processes they are using and understand where things can be streamlined or done away with, what needs to be kept and what's essential.
Northern Ireland is changing. Our probation officers must be culturally competent to work with everybody in Northern Ireland. The Programme for Government for Northern Ireland is committed to outcomes-based accountability, which puts the citizen at the centre of government. Probation are very excited to be involved in 2 pilot court schemes, one in Derry in relation to domestic violence, one in Belfast in relation to substance misuse. The Probation Service encourage all our probation officers to participate in the Professionals in Practice Continuous Professional Development Framework.
Sign to Safety focuses on the need to build the strengths of staff and workers using appreciative inquiry, where they feel appreciated in the good work that they do, whilst not taking our eye off the safety for the child. It's based on co-production and collaboration, working with families, not doing onto families. When you focus on people's strengths and what it is that they do well, that's what grows. Narrative therapy, family therapy, brief therapy, a lot of strength-based work, bringing it all together under one framework, one approach, with a number of different aspects to it. People just do what they've always done, and if you do what you've always done, you get what you've always got. And you know, if we want different results from families, how can we help people to make a difference in their lives? How do we think about self-determination, we think about families being in control of their own destiny, and that has always been around for social work. I mean, that doesn't change, but how do we translate that into reality?
This project we took on in the end of November 2015, and the project was the UK government's response to refugees that were fleeing conflict in Syria. We were working to come up with a solution to families who were going to be arriving here within 2 to 3 weeks. So it's the most vulnerable children, families, young people who come out of Syria, and they have registered with the IMO to get onto this scheme to be resettled in another country. We've had to go back to what is core to social work, working with people as individuals, but we've also had to adopt new practices. All of my refugee staff have had to learn the basics of Arabic, some real life experience from other staff from within the organisation about the Muslim culture, about what it's like to live in Syria.
Quality improvement is essentially giving social workers the opportunity to make improvements in how they deliver their service to the people that they work with. It gives them an opportunity to learn about the Plan, Do, Study, Act process. Social workers then test that within their work setting and make improvements to enhance the care that they're providing to service users and carers. We have approximately 45 improvement initiatives where social workers have led really unique improvements, supporting families in child protection case conference services, supporting adults in looked after reviews, and supporting social workers to learn and develop through the PiP process. What we have found in this last number of years is the more we engage frontline social workers in quality improvement, the more social workers want to be involved because they realise they can influence and make changes at the front line, and that's what we want to achieve.
People often ask me, what do I think the future of social work is? I think it's always going to be an essential profession within our society. I think increasingly people are going to recognise its worth and can value it because we're supporting innovation. It's going to come from people who use our services and people who are delivering those services, working creatively together to find new ways of working. Our job is to give them the skills to do that, but I can't tell you what the future is because they're going to find out, not me.